Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the JimmyFantastic coming at you with the 2018 Blood Bowl 2 World Cup in the first round action. As we have just seen, Disaster Ducky going out early, and in the first round, I just never would have thought to see the day the Ducky would go out, and also Spartaco in the first round. And with that, the Blood Bowl World Cup is just so wide open. Are we gonna see some more? Are we gonna see some more heartache or pleasure? What up, team of JimmyFantastic taking on Azaghal's Dwarven team, and of course, JimmyFantastic. When we did the opening brackets, he ruled the day. He was like, "OMG, I have lost the game. I have absolutely lost it, VG." But has he? We'll see, though. In my preliminary prediction, I did say I liked JimmyFantastic to win, even despite what he was ruining about, but who knows? Wembley Stadium, because Blood Bowl's coming home. The Wood Elf team, played by JimmyFantastic. Blood Bowl's coming home. Taking on this Dwarven team, played by Azaghal. Yes, the Guardians of Azaghal. Here's the coin flip from the Gabo. What kind of match we're going to see today? The Dwarves, will they be able to brutalize the Wood Elf team? We have seen it so many times throughout this match. Anyone who's played the Wood Elves have seen the boot, has seen the coronary. And boy, it's just so much to overcome. But now, yes, it looks like though Blood Bowl's coming home. We'll opt to kick off to the Dwarven team as we just take a brief look here at the four skills. And we'll have the two guard blitzers and also the guard Longbeard. Not only that, the runner with the sure hands inherent, and we'll have the block skill to guard against that strip ball. Unlike the Blodge Ghoul that didn't have the sure hands, this runner, he's got the block and the sure hands, will help against this strip ball board dancer and any nuffling that may happen. Of course, Jimmy with the tree, and he will have a nice shot at the ball, perhaps. And the board dancer is still going to be a danger, though. Can still jump in there with the one die blitz if the Dwarven team isn't careful. And of course, the cage is going to come out from the three guardsmen. There, of course, we'll have the Blodge catcher, strip ball ward dancer, the tackle ward dancer, and of course the leader thrower. And of course, sacrificing to get the leader on the thrower to get the tree on the pitch. I really like this to help against bash teams such as this Dwarven team right here. Nice little perfect defense will help out. Let's go ahead and put the offensive side of the ball on the Dwarves as we see if Jimmy, will he be the latest casualty of a big name? Or will it be Azaghal? I don't know too much about Azaghal, but I'm pretty sure after seeing all these big names fall one by one in this World Cup tournament, I mean, Jimmy has said it best himself. I mean, because of the single elimination and because of the way that everyone's starting out, it's just about equal. And if skill being everything equal, then it all boils down to Nuffle. And at this point, he may be right. Nice big injury there. That's going to start off strong. And how many times have we seen that before? A first round injury turned into a big win for whoever gets it. And of course, we'll have to let that one go. No apothecary from Jimmy. Yet another thing that he sacrificed here to get the second reroll. So Jimmy will have 3 at least. Being a Nuffle-fearing man. One hurt elf. Yes, indeed, he is absolutely trying so hard not to get nuffled. But you can't help it when the dice are against you. There's the blitz, there's the pow. At least he's going to be able to get down some of these dwarves and be able to just at least dodge away without even thinking about getting bashed down too hard. But of course, he's going to stand there, give another 2-die block here for this war dancer. Take down there the armor 8 of the Troll Slayer. A little bit interesting that this Dwarven team did go with the 2 Troll Slayers. Normally you kind of see 1 because armor 8 does make you a little bit more susceptible, and of course the Dwarven team there can't actually have 1 extra guy to come in, but armor 8's there on the pitch. and 2 runners. So 4 out of the 11 on the pitch with armor 8 instead of armor 9. And does make them a little bit more susceptible in going down numbers. And of course, if you're a Dwarven team, once you go down in numbers, it's pretty hard to come back. So that's something that Jimmy is probably thinking about at the moment. He's probably thinking about just concentrating on these Troll Slayers with the armor 8 and making it to where he will have the numbers advantage by at least the middle of the rounds. He's already suffered an injury himself, and I'm sure Jimmy at this point would love to get injury out, but it would be replaced by the armor 9 of the Longbeard that could come in. But I don't think you want to see frenzied Troll Slayers on the pitch. That does make the jump in from the defensive side of the ball a little bit more difficult, because as we have seen there from the Undead team, if they do jump in, then they don't get that ball out. Could see some War Dancers getting surfed out quite easily from the frenzy after just maybe 1 or 2 blocks that's maybe necessary. So there, the Dwarven team could post himself up to the left side there. If the War Dancer wants to blitz in there with the 1 die, then let it be, or maybe even a 2 red die looks like, because it's going to have the 2 guard personnel right here, back to back. And that's one thing that the Proxy kind of neglected to do in his game, the Undead match, is use the guard personnel to square away the ball carrier. By the end he kind of did, but it was almost too little too late there. There's the blitz here. Jimmy continuing to hold back the strip ball War Dancer. And of course the tackle or the strip ball, a little bit of a nonsensical thing here. Only can count on a defender down or defender stumbles to get that ball out. But I'm pretty sure here with the Wood Elf team, can play some nice defense, can definitely outrun the Dwarven team and get out in front of them. So gonna make the Dwarven touchdown just a little bit more difficult to attain. If anything, nice little armor break there. Gonna take down the catcher with Blodge even. So boy, if we could take down that Blodge catcher, oh joy, that would be so good. Jimmy, during the cast there for the bracket opening, was looking at the teams and going, whoa, what am I seeing here? 2 Wood Elf team with Frenzy? And maybe he should have went with it, but man, one of those things in which... And he also saw a lineman with Wrestle as well, and he was like, you know what, I took block and not Wrestle, and Wrestle might have been just a little bit more of a better idea. Oh yes, but of course the Blodge catcher, you can't blame him for taking him there, because not too many teams are going to have that much tackle, likely to have at least 1, but it's going to be facing off against a Dwarven team that has loads of guys within. That had to have been such a sore sight to see. Oh, and the tree root, oh boy. Dwarves already putting a nice little screen up and following the guard here for the Dwarven team. Moving the ball up quite quickly though, and the Elves may be able to get some type of defense going there, but looks like though just the blitz here and defender down, hopefully get the armor break there on the 8 and make all that I've said a little bit more of a truth. And there's the nice injury coming out. Azaghal, oh, he's one of those coaches that did not take a apothecary there, so he's going to be down yet a Troll Slayer, and that is a nice little thing to have in hand. And I almost feel like if you're going to go apothecary-less, then I would have liked to see that he goes with just 1 Troll Slayer and then put the rest as the Longbeard, so that it kind of guards against a little bit more against those injuries that could come out. So there you go, injury comes out from the Troll Slayer, and at least the Longbeards are going to be able to come in, but still, there's 1 less Troll Slayer to worry about, and 1 less way that you can worry about that surf. As I've said before, War Dancer jumping in there, being so dangerous to get that ball out. Nice little blitz here. Armor breaks. Scary moment. But one in which the Dwarves gonna continue to just barely poke down the field, just being surrounded by his guard players. Don't worry, you got my back, bro. You got my back. Yeah, I gotcha. Oh yes, the War Dancer jumping around the side here again. More hits here. Trying to get down to Longbeard. Gonna get a little bit of a push combination, but ooh, nice armor break there. Gonna stun the Dwarf here, and gonna still continue to buzz around the ball. Looking and feeling good at the moment. Of course, guys, Aces, Republic of Gamers, sponsored here for the World Cup. Couldn't have this cup without him for the $3,000 grand prize. And not only that, 1,500 second, 1,000 for third and fourth. And of course, the help with Focus, Games Workshop, and Cyanide. So, one of those things in which we have what we have from some helpful companies. NFL style league. Nice big KO. Definitely needed that against these elves. Something just a little bit short of. In the other matches, we've seen quite a few KOs come out for these wood elves, but they're on the turn 5, looking okay-ish. Cornhole Savants, I don't see this invite anywhere. Ooh, nice big dodge away on the 3+. Blitzer getting away from danger. Yes, and he will get through. Will this be the time to shine here? So far though, Jimmy not gonna be over pursuing there. No leap-ins whatsoever. Just gonna continue to play some solid defensive Blood Bowl there. And with the armor break, didn't want to follow up, but hey, actually armor broke. And so with the stun Dwarf being down, this is opportunity to get a couple of marks on the ball and make it just a little bit more uncomfortable to deal with after the dodge away. Should see the lineup right there, but oh, the failed dodge away with the tackle, of course. That'll ruin some plans here, so the reroll coming out does have 3 of them, so might as well just use it right there. And there's the 2-die block though. Oh, but boy, went all that way just to get beat down on the 2-die block on the 1 and 9. A little bit too bad that that happened, but still. Well, we'll see, okay? We'll see. Yeah, just send it to me, but I can't promise anything, obviously. But, you know, we will have to wait and see. There, the nice hit in from the ball carrier, not afraid to hit back. And boy, it wouldn't have been a little bit disastrous if he would have got the both down die, but going to be able to just poke him away. But now what? What's the Dwarf team going to do here? I'm not exactly sure at this moment. Cornhole Savant, thank you so much for that follow and the invite as well. But again, we'll see. I mean, I'm such a busy guy with all the cast and adminship and RL stuff, so we'll see, okay? I'll have to see how long the season is and all that jazz, and how many Euro coaches there exactly are. Oh, it would be nice to play against those guys, though. How do I stack up against the competition, right? That would be so nice to see. There's the Wood Elves. Does have a moment here. Yes, gonna dodge in there. And he will have a nice, easy blitz here against the ball carrier. Ooh, pushes. We're not satisfied with that. Gonna re-roll that, but more pushes here. Unfortunate. Oh, gosh. A little bit of a heartbreak here after working so hard to get that 2-die block on the ball carrier. But unfortunately, the opportunity may have just passed here. Just. Catcher going out wide here just in case the ball does pop loose one of these days. Will happen, right? Will happen-ish. But we'll see. Oh, I see. Okay. Cool beans. Alright, now the Dwarves, their time to shine. Will they just score it here after seeing that little bit of a scare? The Blitz coming out, going to take out the War Dancer instead, and will be able to. Nice armor break, but just a stun here. And are we going to see something more? 2-die block here on the catcher? I don't know about this. The War Dancer's right there in his face, but it looks like there's no other recourse, I think. But the dodge away, that's what's going to be here, and the balls. Look at the balls on that man. He's going to dodge away. Oh, yes, indeed. The Dwarven runner will have the balls, and he will be able to dodge away and just turn 7 coming out. And looks like he's going to try the 2 red die block, and unfortunately just going to get both down die right then and there. Dodge away yet again, and likely just going to go into the locker room. Let the Dwarves have their fun after the 2 red die try. Just trying like crazy to get the defender down. Defender stumbles, or both. But yes, indeed. Thank you so much for that, Cornhole Savants. Catch you on the VOD. There's the dodge away yet again, might as well. And no armor break on the failed dodge, so Jimmy's going to get scored on, but boy, what a good first half that we had from both coaches. Dwarves moving down the pitch ever so slowly, but just like the hammer will not be stopped here on the swing. Will be able to punch it through for the touchdown. And not only that, Wood Elves did have a nice little chance there at the ball in the first half. Can't say they got steamrolled or anything like that. Nice piece from Blood Bowl afforded the Wood Elf team his chance to maybe get something, but unfortunately, Nuffle not with him. Spoilers, somebody wins. King of Vithium, how could you do this to me? The runner, though, does score and goes up 1-0. Azaghal will have his time to shine, but we have seen it before. Spartakill scoring it so easily, but Ducky being foiled for his one-turn touchdown try. Will it be again? Will it be one of those things in which the Wood Elf team will be stifled once again? We'll just have to wait and see. Dwarves gonna line up, trying to make things just a little bit more difficult. Gonna put the big columns in there, but it almost doesn't matter because the drop in should come in right there. We should see the drop in zone there, maybe on the left side here, so maybe you can get the push combos over here, but looks like though the hole is likely to come there, and gonna use the leap War Dancer, it looks like though, for the catch maybe. Let's see how Jimmy wants to do this on the one-turn touchdown try. I think the leap War Dancer might be a good one to do it with, so that this doesn't matter. Well, I mean, it'll still matter, but it won't matter as much. Looks like interesting formation coming out from Jimmy, but oh, Riot, and so hey, no one-turn touchdown try whatsoever. That is beautiful, but unfortunately though, lined up for the one-turner, and so all of his guys on one side and won't be able to really get an easy way to go around the left side, but it is 2 turns, so hey, you should be able to get a blitz here, left side, open things up, and after that, just flood the left side here and make the ball go to the left side. And the Dwarves, they've actually misaligned themselves because they were trying to stop a one-turn touchdown. So the Riot beautifully coming out here. And now the ball carrier moving out, and he's in range now for this touchdown. Just needs a little support there. And once he has it up, should be just fine and dandy. Oh, yes, indeed. Get the dodges away and should get, yes, yet another man up there. And it needs to get the dodge away with the GFI. Yes! Yes! Or no GFI there, but the dodge away there. And that is beautiful. Should be able to score this touchdown, barring Nuffle, though. Should get the blitz through and maybe be able to put a Dwarfer 2 up there, but I don't think get anything more out of that. But the runner may be able to dodge away, and then the Troll Slayer should be able to get the blitz through. It is a 2-strength catcher that he needs to go through here, but with Jimmy, there's a way here, the GFIs. He will be able to be successful, and there will be no blitz through now. So, hey, this is going to be looking so good now. Yes, indeed. WWED. What would Anarian do? What would Anarian do? But with the Riot, doesn't even need to think anything like that man whatsoever. But the Blitz, unfortunately, won't be able to blitz through so easily unless he wants to do 4+, but he's going to do a 3+ dodge instead. And he's going to put the runner in front. Will he be able to get some support here? Maybe. I don't think much of it, though. After 2 GFIs, that's still not good enough. So this might be just a nice, easy touchdown. The 1 on the dice. And here's the re-roll. And we'll be able to get there. Get another GFI, but that's almost kind of moot here. Should still be able to get the 2-die blitz here. Should be able to get the 2-die blitz here. And of course it has to come around the left side, but oh boy, this 2-die blitz is not going to be easy whatsoever. After you put the lineman right there and you do the blitz with the War Dancer, then you need to make sure that you have a chance here. You may have to just still do the dodge here, but you don't want to do a 1-die blitz, I'll tell you that much. With the block there. Actually, the block is okay because he's a runner. So, might actually just continue to do the 1-die block there with the War Dancer. There we go, push, frees up the War Dancer so he doesn't have to do anything. There we go, yes, he's not going to leave anything to chance here. Do the 2-die blitz here and open things up. If anything, you still got the dodge away, and it's not going to be against any tackle or anything. So no problem, we'll be able to get the defender stumbles. That is beautiful, just needed a push there, but can't get 1 at 36, and he doesn't, and we'll be able to get the touchdown by the end. The Riot, the Wood Elf team, JimmyFantastic. Is Blood Bowl really going to come on home? Oh my gosh, that is absolutely huge as the Wood Elf team has the advantage going into the second half. His ball now in the second half to actually take the big victory, but he needs to prove it. Jimmy, of course, if anyone can grind it out, it's this man. He can definitely do it. He's not going to make a quickie touchdown. Oh no, indeed. He's going to lightly hold the ball for as long as he possibly can and make the touchdown by the very end. But will there be armor breaks? Will there be disaster waiting in the shadows for JimmyFantastic? We'll have to wait and see as the Wood Elf team lines up on the offensive side of the ball. Can't get Nuffled now. Can't see a blitz on defense. You don't want any of that noise. Oh no, indeed. So hopefully it will be a quiet kickoff, but you never know when Blood Bowl's involved. And still a quick snap, of course. Just going to move a couple of guys here. Just one space. And that's about it. Move the catches. Oh man, Wayne Fair, you missed out. Nope. It almost was a 1-turn touchdown try, but the Riot on the kickoff afforded Jimmy 2 turns to score and easily gets the big score. Dwarves lined up to stop the 1-turner, but not the 2-turn touchdown, unfortunately. One of those things where you're dead if you do, you're dead if you didn't. Oh boy. But of course the Dwarves though just needs to get some armor breaks here and there, and GG's all around. Hey, but needs to prove it there. Jimmy's still not out of the woods though. Dwarves just needs to play some strong and solid Blood Bowl. Get some armor breaks. He needs to get armor breaks if he wants to have any bit of a shot here at this win. Already broke armor in the first round, but then after that, no real KOs, no real injuries after the fact. And that is the biggest difference between some of these other Wood Elf matches and this match right here. So Jimmy living a little bit of the dream there, but quite honestly, on the defensive side of the ball of things, he really kept his guys away from the Dwarves as much as possible, not really getting bashed up too much as the Dwarves used the guard Longbeards, or actually the Longbeard and the Blitzer escorting that ball carrier all the way to the end. And so didn't want to really base up the Elves too much either. Nice blitz there on the thrower. And of course Jimmy doesn't really need him anymore, so puts him in the front line. Really needs those War Dancers just a little bit more. Of course this is a Resurrection tournament, so not a big deal if he hangs them out to dry right now. Oh yes, Jimmy staying rock hard here. Hopefully he won't choke like Iceland. The Dwarves now can easily get out position, so of course the runner is just going to stay back there and stay toasty, stay close. Of course, as you can see there, runner able to cover sideline to sideline, but just as the Longbeard, he can't cover everything, but he's going to just stay in the linebacker position, make sure that he prevents Jimmy from doing anything. Jimmy just hovering around the midfield, but at this point, he's not seriously going to try to move this ball up. Even if there's going to be a big opening to be had, he's just going to hang back and just make the Dwarves shift left and right, shift left and right. He may just poke here to the right to make the Dwarves come in a little bit more, but after that, he should just dip and then dodge right back out from danger. So that is going to definitely be the play coming out from Jimmy. And as I said before, guys, I have not seen any of these matches, so all of what I'm saying is just kind of guesses at the moment. I do know the score, but I mean, I don't know what happens during the game. So, I mean, this is just my real calls here. This is just what I'm observing. And actually, when you think about it even more, when you play Blood Bowl, that's kind of the things you have to think to yourself when you are playing. It's like, okay, do I want to go here? Do I want to go there? So many coaches just kind of go through inertia and just kind of moves down the pitch and just don't really think about it too much. But here, you know, you got to keep your alert. You got to keep yourself wide open to the possibilities and make sure that you execute. And of course, the execution is always going to be the thing in question because Nuffle, but one of those things where you just got to put the odds in your favor and then just produce. Yeah, he does have the leader, though. He does have the leader, but he has the ball. He's got the 1-1, the advantage. Yeah, of course he doesn't. Of course he wouldn't like to lose that reroll if it did go into OT. But at this point, if you're playing the Wood Elves, you gotta be feeling pretty darn good about this. Sure, he still needs to play carefully, but I think you just think to yourself, oh boy, I just need one or two things to go right, and there's going to be the first thing and maybe the second thing right here with the blitz coming out, take away the runner, open things up here to the right side, and maybe get a fly out or something like that just to start threatening. But the injury coming out instead, even better. No A-pose here, so there's no save. But I think at this point, this may just be the last possession. Oh my gosh, the stun, the injury. Now the Elves are up in numbers. And as I said in the beginning of the game, it's one of those things where once the Dwarves slowly and steadily begins to get down in numbers, it's just so much more difficult to cover the field. And not only that, you're up against a high movement allowance team, such as the Wood Elves. It's just so difficult. So many threats to be had. Heck, Jimmy could do just about whatever he wants. He can just throw his catchers out in the fly here, go out, or he could just hang back for the time being. Oh boy, but that doesn't help right there with the big KO. But still, one of those things where he has lots of opportunities. What's that stuff? What's that hairy stuff stuck to the tree roots? Oh yes, a dwarf. And now the Dwarves collapsing in, trying to get quite aggressive here, but he needs to watch out. If he gets overly aggressive, he can absolutely get outfoxed here by the Wood Elf team. And oh yes, the aggression coming out. The Dwarves feeling it after that big injury. As you can see there, Dwarves trying to get aggressive, and there you go. The GF5 failure. Gonna have to re-roll that because otherwise everything's moot up to this point. And we'll be able to just get the touch in on the ball carrier. But boy, this is going to be difficult. This is just going to be difficult here to hang on. Catcher's so quick on their feet. But it's going to move in there and get the support on here with the thrower. And we'll be able to just get the push in here. They still have a 2-die block right there, but I don't know if the War Dancer wants to stay there. But still continuing to use the tree here, and likely going to try to just blitz away the Troll Slayer. Yes, it is. Yes, and it will be the Defender Stubble, and that's going to be good enough, and maybe even more armor breaks on the Armor 8s, but no, it's not going to be. He's just going to hang back for the time being. Dwarves, not going to be every day. You're going to see the 4+ dodge away with the 2 agility, but hey, you know what? Dwarves feeling quite possibly feeling very antsy, might actually just go ahead and do it. Moving up here, and I was thinking maybe give the assist here, but the 2-strength catcher not going to be able to. So he's going to continue to base that Longbeard up, but will get punished by a 2-die block. And then afterwards, the War Dancer will get based up. Ooh, but 1 by 1. This has got to be concerning now. Before, Jimmy was up in numbers, but now it's squared away. And if there's going to be any more injuries coming out, this is not the way to go. Wood Elves playing just a little bit too defensive now. Might be bottled up. So there's the stun coming out. Whole bunch of elves now getting based up here. And this may be a good time to shine here for this Dwarven team. Ooh, dodging away there. The Blitz with the 3+ dodge away. Continue to stay in linebacker position. Runner still continue to stay sideline to sideline. 2 red die block coming out, but just going to be the push there with a stand firm. The Blitz coming around the right side. Continue to still try to hit down on the Armor 8. War Dancer could just kind of float back there, but do you really want to just continue to tempt Nuffle? I don't know, but here he will be able to just maybe get around the right side of the Pierce. Yes, he will be. Just like that, the Dwarves might beginning to get outfoxed, but at least he still has 2 more guys there to help out. So maybe not outpositioned as of yet, but it is slowly and steadily beginning to look this way. Jimmy dodging around the 2+2+. Yes, he will screen off over the top. And look at that. Going to screen away the rest of the protection in the midfield. Brilliant play here coming out from Jimmy. Cutting the Dwarven defense in basically half. And so the blitz through lightly going to have to happen. Come right there. And, oh no, the blitz going to come on the War Dancer instead. I guess I can't blame him. You see the War Dancer, you just go, get down, little guy, go down. And he does get him down, but no armor breaks here. And things aren't so clear whatsoever, but these are the things you have to think about. As I said before, Longbeard trying like crazy, is making his legs move as fast as they can definitely go, but will it be enough? Blitzer has to come on over to get the help, the support, but will that be enough? Dodge away here. Yes, again, boy, the 4+ dodge away might as well be the Longbeard. Yes, he's going to be able to help support here over the top. Oh, yes, the War Dancer coming here through the right, left, right side. Yes, Jimmy sees something. He just needs these dodges to prove good. But, oh, no, is he going to get knuffled? No, he's not. Oh man, what a scary moment, opting to do these dodges to get the screen up against these Dwarves here. And maybe just needs to worry about just the runner making the blitz, but the runner doesn't have anything special, so only the defender down die can take him down. Only the defender down die. And it may end up just being a 1-die blitz coming over the top even. But there's the screen away, not going to get Nuffled. There's the blitz here with the tree. And not only that, going to blitz and move with them to just hem down some of these Dwarves there. There we go. Not only going to get the screen away, but also going to get the tree here. Oh, yes, and it was afforded by all the dodges there. He's going to finally miss one. No more rerolls for this round and the KO. But, hey, there we go. The leader thrower that was, I said, inconsequential is finally going to go out. But it may still be inconsequential as the War Dancer turn 14 coming up. Oh boy, he wants to hold it. The War Dancer wants to hold it for at least one more round. Just needs to get by the runner. The Longbeards needs to run like crazy to get up there. The blitz coming out from the catcher. 2-die blitz here. The both down die. That's good enough. Should be able to just move in there afterwards. But the GFI fail. The GFI fail. The GFI fail. But he does get the reroll. And he will be able to get the mark on the ball carrier. Will be able to get some more, maybe. No, I don't think so. I don't think you want to collapse the runner in too much here. And he's going to get on the other side of this lineman. And now all I'm seeing here is open field at the top left side there. And I'm pretty sure Jimmy sees the same thing. He needs to open up things here if he needs anything. In fact, the Longbeard probably should just dodge away here to maybe help here with the open field on the left side. But boy, the runner actually pins himself here for what may be coming up. He needs to get both these GFIs. He cannot afford this War Dancer to just make it through, but another failed GFI there, and now it is open field there. This is just gonna be too good here. Just a dodge away, just gonna be a 2-die blitz. In fact, no, then you need to dodge away. There we go, there's the blitz through. If he gets the down die, that's perfect, he does! Yes! This is it! This is it, the injury coming out to boot, but it doesn't even matter. This is it! Nothing but open field. The runner misplacing himself at just at the last moment. Look at that! Look at that! The dodge away, just to ice things, get the 2-die block. If he gets down the runner, even better. But it's just over. Oh man, the GFI failed there, so the runner may actually be able to get there. I don't think he can though. He's gonna have to go through some pretty tough rolls if he wants to get there in time. Oh my gosh, can't even do the blitz through, but at least the GFI failed earlier. Oh, actually, was it dodge? No, it's a GFI failure. And the Dwarves are... That is it. Boy, the Dwarves let that one go. Runner mispositioning himself and just, if anything, posts himself on the left side of that lineman, not on the right side. I'm not exactly sure what that was all about, but that's Dwarves right there. You start to go down 1 or 2 guys, you get a little bit aggressive, and then suddenly the Wood Elves just slips away from your grasp. There's the blitz away and the dodge. Yes, he will be able to just get there. Unfortunately, though, can only force a 1 in 36 dodge away, but I don't even think they need that. Yeah, in fact, it's going to be a quick and easy dodge away. You don't want to risk too much. Maybe a 2-die blitz if you can handle it. There we go. 2-die blitz coming up here. Only a 1 in 36 with the re-roll, so only a 1 in... Was it? Oh boy, 216, whatever. But there we go. The hit, the blitz, the push away, the score. The Dwarf still hasn't turned up, so don't you guys go away. Jimmy hasn't won yet. Could still get a riot here. Could still get a riot. And the Dwarves may just be able to get back into this game. I've seen it before. BZ in chat does say that Dwarves 10 of 10 on dodges. You don't see that every day. No, you don't. No, you don't, Beazle. But the Dwarves needs a riot here. Unfortunately, lost one of the Troll Slayers, so the 1-turn touchdown try, not really a thing. So, needs a riot. And a riot only. Azaghal. Can he get it? It looks like with the kick, cheering fans, and that is it. The Dwarves gets the loss. And then just gonna go in there, bashing in, but it doesn't matter. It is resurrection, and heck, Jimmy's like, go ahead, hurt my guys, I don't care. With the resurrection tournament, doesn't even matter. I love it. I absolutely love that. And now, of course, with that, Jimmy, one of the big names out there, is gonna survive with Ducky and Spartaco. What the Wood Elf teams do not. Spartaco getting a huge nuffling on the dice. And Ducky, boy, Nuffle not smiling upon him with the scatters and the dodge away when the critical moment came. Just could not get the 2+, 3+s, things like that to try to get to the ball. Doesn't even have a chance to really. But the failed pickup, and that's it. Can't say that Nuffle lost you this game, buddy. Unfortunately, it is going to be the Dwarves falling, and a really bad matchup in the first round, and Jimmy survives where the Wood Elves, look at that, actually outbashes the Dwarven team 41-39 and does get a little bit more out of it with the injuries, and because of that was able to go up 1 or 2 here by the end. And as you can see there by the Guardians of Azaghal, the dodge, 10 successes there on that, so very funny to see that. But can can happen, right? It could definitely happen. And of course, here for Jimmy. Boy, oh boy, all this dice roll is actually a little bit heavy on the 6 and the 1 sides and not too much in the middle, but nonetheless, by the end, all the ones came out during armor rolls or injury rolls or whatever, and not necessarily when he did those dodges, but did come out in the GFI there by the end, but still was A-okay. And now we take a look at the brackets once again here. JimmyFantastic will be the one to move on, and look at that, how many people have voted for him to win, and he will be able to take the dubs, and he will be able to face off the winner between Ornan, the human team, or Chapsu, another Wood Elf team. So we'll see about that. Of course, there are going to be more Blood Bowl action to come, and right now I'm going to leave the score blank, even though there was more Blood Bowl to be played. So maybe if they didn't get covered by tomorrow, then I will cover those games, but we'll see though, we'll see. Thank you guys for joining me so much for this cast. This has been a good one here. 3 casts in a row. Boy, can I do it again, guys? Can I do it again? Hopefully, though, we'll see an Amazon team play, though. I would love to see how they execute, but more of that later on. Oh boy, thanks so much for joining me, guys. This is the VG Pierce. Boy, if you like what you've seen here and you haven't already, please hit that follow button. Of course, if you're following after the fact, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps me out in the long run. Of course, Chris the Hunter, always nice to see you. Wayne Fair Scum, always nice to see you in chat. Wayne Fair, Beazle, thanks for keeping me alive and keeping me sustained, because man, making the chat lively, I love it. Definitely love it. And with that, guys, hopefully I'll see you for some more Blood Bowl action tomorrow. More to come Thursday night. Blood Bowl night. You can better believe that, as I'm going to try to cover as much Blood Bowl action as I can. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time.